po sa Heavenly Father, we came to you to ask for your guidance, wisdom, and support as we conduct this meeting. Please come upon us and be with us through this meeting. Be passionate in purpose and lead us to successful, productive result. Amen.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. Secretariat, do we have a quorum?
Yes, Mr. Chair, we have a quorum. Present in today's meeting are the following. From the members of the Bids and Awards Committee, Attorney Rustico D. Quezon III, Colonel Noriel Rombawa, Ms. Lynn Sanchez, Ms. Janice Raimundo, Mr. John Michael Lim, Mr. Alan Anyonnuevo. From the members of the Technical Working Group, we have Mr. Robert Urbano, Mr. Marwin Yambao. From the Provisional Technical Working Group, Mr. Christopher Gomez and Mr. Antonio Villavicencio Jr.
Okay, thank you. There being a quorum, this meeting is now called to order. Secretariat, kindly present the agenda items for today's meeting.
Mr. Chair, our agenda items for today are the following. The pre-bid conference of the project supply, delivery, and installation of a document management and tracking system, and the deliberation of the SIAC's indicative annual procurement plan for the year 2026.
Any motion to approve the agenda items?
To approve, Mr. Chair.
Any second?
Second, Mr. Chair.
Okay, the motion is carried. So let's begin with the first pre-bid conference for the project supply, delivery, installation of a document management and tracking system. Secretariat, kindly acknowledge the prospective bidders for today's meeting.
Mr. Chair, the following companies were the one who signified their attendance today. So we have from my BCB Incorporated. Good morning po. We also have from the Systems and Software Consulting Group Incorporated. From Elf Station Incorporated. We also have from the Questec Co. Inc., the QuanB Solutions Inc., Ubix Corporation, ISI Icomtech Inc., Cosmotech, and Quarkspace. And present also on site, Mr. Chair, we have from the ISII Computech Inc., Ms. Cora Canlas and Mr. Jose Enriquez. Good morning po.
So good morning to all our prospective bidders. Thank you for attending our pre-bid conference for the project supply, delivery, and installation of a document management and tracking system. So under the provisions of the procurement law, the new one, 12009, a pre-bid conference is conducted for the purpose of having the prospective bidders ask questions regarding the project. No? So before we ask our prospective bidders for their queries, let us allow us to present the project to you. I will now call on the OPRs for this project. Who will be presenting? Sir Buds? Okay. Kindly proceed, Sir Buds.
Good morning, member of the BAC present here, and also member of the Technical Working Group for this project. I'll be presenting the project ID number SIAC BEC good P82. Supply, delivery, and installation of a document management and tracking system. Scope of bid. Procuring entities, Clark International Airport Corporation. Procurement project, again, supply, delivery, and installation of a document management and tracking system. DMTS, SIAC goods P-P82. One lot, detailed of which are described in section 7 under technical specification. Funding information, corporate budget for CY 2025 in the amount of 5 million pesos only. The source of funding is corporate operating budget of SIA. Allow us to present the bid data sheet, schedule of requirements, technical specifications, terms of reference, Annex A, B, and C, and reminders to bidders. These are only salient pictures po ng project for the bid data sheet. Irarun na lang po natin these documents or this bid data sheet is being presented with the bid docs po. That's all for the bid data sheet po. Next, for the schedule of requirements, the delivery schedule expressed as week, months stipulates hereafter a delivery date which is the date of delivery to the project site. Item number 1, supply delivery installation of a document management and tracking system. Quantity lot, total 1, delivered weeks or months within 45 days within 45 calendar days upon signing of contract. Next, for the technical specification po, our project deliverables, delivery, installation, and configuration of an on-premise web-based turnkey software solution within 45 calendar days upon contract signing, provision of 15 concurrent use perpetual software licenses with a 2-year warranty, completion of all necessary DMTS training within 45 calendar days upon contract signing, provision of an 8x5 assistance, and technical support during the 2-year warranty term. Our training requirements po, workspace administration, document management administration, workflow management administration, end users training, IT support training. For project team composition po, we have project manager with at least 5 years of technical expertise and agile experience. Senior business, another po is the senior business analyst or support lead with a minimum of 3 years of hands-on experience. Next po, the senior software engineer or software development lead with a minimum of 5 years of IT experience. Last, the technical engineer or technical support lead with a minimum of 3 years of hands-on IT experience. For the system requirements po, secure, highly configurable turnkey solution, web-based solution supporting on-premise, cloud-based or hybrid deployment, built using open, non-proprietary technologies, concurrent access model for software licensing, and functional features. Unlimited creation of user roles, accounts, and groups. Two-factor login authentication, secure interface for users' account profile management, transactional or bulk upload of digital artifacts, built-in OCR facility, creation and management of virtual folder, custom tags and tag sets for digital artifacts, e-library interface for browsing and managing artifact collections, workflow capabilities for tracking, routing, and approving documents, email notification features for workflow participant, comprehensive audit trail, and document archiving capabilities. For production, environment, and platform, hosting on a physical server or multi-VM platform, web-based enterprise solution accessible with modern web browser, runs on Linux operating system platform, scalable to accommodate future growth. Warranty and technical support based on a service commitment, resolution of issues based on severity levels, appointment of single point of contact for technical support, escalation procedure for unresolved issues po. Then knowledge transfer and technology updates, provision of knowledge transfer and or technology updates to SEACs, end users or technical personnel, issuance of certificates of attendance to all official SEAC attendees, all costs associated with knowledge transfer or technology updates are the sole responsibility of the winning bidder's supplier. Documentation, furnishing of project documentation within the contract period, documentation to be provided in hard copy and soft copy. The confidentiality obligations, maintain confidentiality of all data and resources, prohibit unauthorized disclosure and restrict use of confidential information, limit access to individual with legitimate need to know, control reproduction of confidential information. For the liability and penalty po, delay penalty of 1/10 of 1% of the cost of the remaining unfulfilled portion for each day of delay. Financial penalty, forfeiture of retention, money cost by breach, hacking incident, or outage attributable to the fault of provider. Pre-termination of contract, right to pre-terminate the contract with 30 days written notice, obligation to pay liquidated damages and forfeit performance security upon pre-termination. Other requirements: project team curriculum vitae, Annex A, team composition and task, Annex B, pass-fail matrix for post-qualification, Annex C. So that's all for the technical specification po. For the terms of reference, halos we have explained po dun sa natin. Still, these terms of reference is included in the bid docs po. So, you're free po to read and evaluate po yung terms of reference. Halos kasama na po dun sa technical specification po. Please note po dito sa uh, terms of reference natin, naka-detailed na po yung mga dapat nating i-include or uh, na-encounter ninyong questions sa bid docs po. This document might help you po to address your concern. Moving on po, as explained kanina po, for the Annex A and B and C, these are the forms po. The format of the curriculum vitae or CV for the project teams. That's Annex A. Annex B po, team composition and tasks. Annex C, the pass-fail matrix for post-qualification po. That's all. That's all for the presentation of the project po, Mr. Chair, members of the bank.
Okay. So now comes the Q&A portion of this pre-bid conference. We're inviting ISI, iComtech Incorporated, if yes ma'am. Kung meron po kayong query sa project. None from you. Alright. Thank you. Meron din online si ISI. Right, next. MyBCB Incorporated. Any queries from MyBCB? Naman. Wala pala siya dito. Next, any questions from Systems and Software Consulting Group Incorporated. Ma'am Roselia.
Hi, good morning po.
Okay, thank you, Ma'am Roselia. Next, Elf Station, si Sir Romeo. Any questions, Sir Romeo? Yes, morning.
Good morning po, sir. So for the payment of the bidding documents, you can pay them po through our banks. So magsisend na lang po kami ng details, sir. And then we will just send an advance copy of the invoice upon confirmation of your payment. And then for the manual submission po ng bidding docs, doon na lang po namin ibibigay yung invoice na, sir.
Will that be all, Sir Romeo? Okay, thank you. Next, Questec. Questec, yes. Questec Company Incorporated. Any questions, Sir Joey? Morning. Okay, we'll flash. Sige, flash lang namin yung SLCC para nakakasunod yung ibang nasa ano, on time. Sige. Tuloy mo, sir, yung query mo. So from document management and tracking system to management software, yun ang request. Tinatanong nyo, no? Mm. Pero same din, within 3 years. Okay. O, sige. Right now, we will not be answering that. We will study it further. We will deliberate on this. And we will be issuing a supplemental bid bulletin to answer your query. Will that be okay, sir? Right. Any more questions, Sir Joey? All right. Thank you. All right. We'll proceed with the next prospective bidder, Quan B Solutions Incorporated. Any questions from Quan B? If none, we will be proceeding next to Ubix Corporation. Ayun, nag-message siya. Wala po. Thank you. All right. Ubix Corporation, any questions? Morning. Yes. Well, as early as now, we think it would be more beneficial for SIA, for the company. Diba? It's an improvement from the 15 concurrent. Uh-huh. Yeah. Right. Since it's an improvement, we might consider it. But then again, all our final answers to your queries will be reflected in the supplemental bid bulletin. Okay? Thank you. All right, thank you. Next, Cosmotech. Any questions from Cosmotech? So sa inyo, software development, yung kaninang previous management software. All right, we'll take that into consideration. And again, we will be answering that in the supplemental bid bulletin, which we will be issuing. Okay? Thank you. Next is Court Space. Morning. Linux, yes. OPR, kindly answer the query.
Yes, sir. The platform to be used is flexible, but Linux kasi is open source. So, yun po, para hindi costly din sa inyo. But still, this query will be answered just with supplemental.
Right. So, Sir Raymond, as of now, mukhang Linux ang kailangan ng OPR natin. Pero again, yun nga, kindly check the supplemental bid bulletin for our answer no to your query upon deliberation po ng body. Thank you. So, last, ayun. Yes, Sir Joey. Hmm.
Yes, sir. Possible po.
Okay, thank you, Sir Joey and si Sir Raymond. Last, Multibiz International Corporation. Any queries, questions? All right, thank you, Sir Mark from Multibiz. Thank you. All right. Last call sa lahat ng bidders natin. Hindi ko na kayo isa-isahin. Any final questions? If none, we'll be presenting short reminders to our prospective.
Reminders to prospective bidders. The deadline for the submission of queries and/or requests for clarification is on August 1, 2025, Friday, not later than 5 p.m. All queries should be sent through the email address bacsecretariat@siac.gov.ph. All letters and/or notices sent to and issued by the SIAC RBAC shall be coursed through the email address provided. All prospective bidders or bidders are required to provide the RBAC Secretariat their respective official email addresses. Otherwise, the email address used by the company in communicating with the RBAC through the RBAC Secretariat shall be considered the official email address of the said company. All prospective bidders or bidders are also required to acknowledge the receipt of all notices or letters issued by the RBAC. The issuance of the bid bulletin is on August 4, 2025, Monday, and shall be posted at the websites of SIAC, that is siac.gov.ph, and PhilJEPS, philjeps.gov.ph on the same day. The deadline for the submission of bids is on August 11, 2025, Monday. Bids must be duly received by the SIAC Records Management Division, located in the SIAC Corporate Office Building, not later than 10 a.m. Late bids shall not be accepted. The opening of bids shall be conducted on August 11, 2025, Monday, 10:15 a.m. at the SIAC Corporate Office Building, Civil Aviation Complex, Clark Freeport Zone, and through video conferencing using Zoom application. Only one representative of each bidder shall be allowed to be physically present to attend the opening of bids. For bidders who shall attend the opening of bids through video conference, they are advised to indicate their company name and full name as their username for proper identification. Bidders are required to submit one original and 2 copies of the first and second components of its bid, which shall be signed and/or initialed on each and every page thereof by the duly authorized representatives of the bidder. May we also remind the bidders that the bidding for SIAC projects shall be governed by all provisions of Republic Act No. 12009 and its implementing rules and regulations, including associated policies, rules and regulations as the primary source thereof, while the terms of reference and other clauses provided on the bidding documents shall serve as a secondary source thereof. The procurement law is controlling and being written into the bidding documents, and it is incumbent upon bidders to be familiar and compliant with its provisions. The bidder, by the act of submitting its bid, shall be deemed to have verified and accepted the general requirements of this project, including other factors that may affect the cost, duration, and execution or implementation of the contract, project, or work, and examine all instructions, forms, terms, and project requirements in the bidding documents. We also put emphasis on Section 61 of the IRR of RA 12009 for the procurement of goods and infrastructure projects. The BAC shall evaluate the technical and financial component of the bids to determine the lowest calculated bid using the steps as provided for in this section. Prospective bidders are reminded that a suspended or blacklisted supplier, contractor, or consultant shall not be allowed to participate in all procurement opportunities of the government for the duration of the suspension or blacklisting, regardless of the modality of procurement employed by the procuring entity. Bid envelopes that are not properly sealed and marked shall be accepted, provided that the bidder or its duly authorized representative shall acknowledge such condition of the bid as submitted. The RBAC shall assume no responsibility for the misplacement of the contents of the improperly sealed or unmarked bid or for its premature opening. Should a bidder decide not to submit a bid, said bidder should justify in writing to the RBAC the reason for the non-submission. This provision is applicable to companies who have purchased the bidding documents for the said project. Pursuant to Section 99.1 of the IRR of RA number 12009, the Hope shall impose the penalty of suspension for 1 year for the first offense and suspension of 2 years for the second offense for withdrawing a bid without justifiable cause. Caution to the prospective bidders: should there be individuals posing on behalf of the SIAC RBAC, TWG, and Secretariat as agents or fixers, the same should be reported to the SIAC RBAC immediately. This shall not be tolerated by the SIAC RBAC. The bidding shall be conducted impartially and fairly, and no favoritism shall be extended to any prospective bidder or bidder. For as long as the same submits complete requirements, the said bidder shall be qualified.
Thank you, Secretariat. So for the guidelines on the filling out of the bidding documents and bidding form, we have the end user to present.
Si Sir Joey po, our lucky guy.
Reminders to the accomplishment of bidding forms. Technical component, first envelope. Legal document, valid field jobs registration certificate, platinum membership. Certification should be a platinum membership. It must be valid at the time of the bid opening. It shall be signed, certified true copy per page. Number 2, update general information sheet with beneficial ownership declaration. The original document referred to must have an acknowledgement sheet from the Security and Exchange Commission. The submitted copy shall be signed, certified true copy per page. Notarized certificate of non-default on similar contract. The submitted copy must be notarized. Number 4, statement of prospective bidders of all its ongoing project, government and private contract, including contract awarded but not yet started, if any, whether similar or not similar in nature and complexity to the contract to be bid. This form should be duly signed by authorized representative of the firm, entity, joint venture, or consortium in case of JV and consortium. Be specific on the name of the contract, owners, names and address, date of contract, natures of work, and contracts role, consistent with the supporting document. Number 5, statement of the prospective bidder of all its ongoing government and private contract, including contract awarded but not yet started, if any, whether similar or not similar in nature and complexity to the contract to be bid. Supporting document in the technical component is not required. However, during the conduct of post-qualification, the original copies of supporting documents shall be presented. Supporting documents are the contracts, notices of award, or notices to proceed. All data on the form shall be correct and consistent. Number 6, statement of the bidder's single largest completed contract, SLCC, similar to the contract to be bid, except under condition provided under the rules. Bidder must have completed a single contract that is similar to the project, equivalent at least 50% of the ABC. For this purpose, similar contract shall refer to the specific item identified under ITB clause 5.3 of the bid data sheet. This statement shall be supported with end user acceptance or official receipts, sales invoice issued for the contract during the post-qualification. The BAC may request for the document for additional proof. Number 7, for the SLCC, similar to the contract to be bid, except under condition provided under the rules. This form should be duly signed by the authorized representative of the firm, entity, joint venture, or consortium. Be specific in the name of the contract, owners' names and address, date of the contract of date of the contract, natures of work, and contractor's role, consistent with supporting document. The actual total contract value of completion shall meet the required experience of having completed SLCC that is similar to the project equivalent to at least 50% of the ABC. 8. SLCC for the similar contract to be bid except under the condition provided under the rules. SLCC should be a completed project. All data on the form shall be correct and consistent. 9. Original copy of bid security. BIR shall be in the form of an amounts provided under section 56.2 of the IRR of RA number 12009. If in the form of surety bond, submit also the certification issued by the Insurance Commission, or if in the form of the bid securing declaration, this form should be duly signed by the authorized signatory of the firm, entity, joint venture, or consortium. This form should be notarized. Bidders shall submit the original copy of the bid securing declaration. Number 11. Conformity of the technical specification, which may include the word comply or complied shall be indicated in its line item indicated under the statement of compliance column. All pages should be signed and authenticated, including the certification signed by authorized personnel and the brochures attached as part of the bid. Amendments to the bidding document shall be issued through bid bulletin. Bid bulletin shall be integrated in the statement of the conformity, or copy of the bid bulletin shall be likewise signed, conform, complied per page. The actual model/brand offered must be disclosed during the bid opening. 12. Original duly signed omnibus sworn statement, OSS, if any applicable, original notarized secretary certificate in case of the corporation, partnership, or cooperative, or original special power of attorney of all members of the joint venture, giving full power and authority to the officer to sign OSS and do act to represent the bidder. This form should be duly signed by the authorized representative of the firm, entity, joint venture, or consortium. Omnibus sworn statement should be notarized. Bidder shall submit the original copy of the omnibus sworn statement. Use the prescribed format template of the omnibus sworn statement. For the financial document, the prospective bidder's computation of net financial contracting capacity, NFCC, or committed to the line credit from the Universal or Commercial Bank in lieu of the NFCC computation. The formula provided section 52.4.1.4 of the IRR of RA 12009 shall be followed. If applicable, duly signed joint venture agreement in accordance with RA number 4566 and its IRR in the case the joint venture is already existence, or duly notarized statement from all the potential joint venture partners stating that they will enter into and abide by the provision of the JVA in the instance that the bid is successful. Other requirements for foreign bidders claiming by reason of their country's extension of reciprocal rights to Filipinos, a certification from the relevant government office of their country stating that Filipinos are allowed to participate in government procurement activity from same item or product. Certification from DTI if bidders claim their preference as a domestic bidder or domestic entity. Project team curriculum vitae Annex A. Team composition task Annex B. For the financial component, second envelope. Number 1, original duly signed and accomplished financial bid form. This form should be duly signed by the authorized representative of the firm, entity, joint venture, or consortium. Bidders shall submit original copy of the bid form. In filing out the bid form, bidders shall provide discount offer in the form of amount in figures and in words including if application and methodology. In case of no discount offered, bidders shall write none. Number 2, original duly signed and accomplished price schedule. All data and forms shall be correct and consistent. When no price or zero or dash is indicated in the required item in the bid form, the same shall be construed that is being offered for free to the government except those required by law or regulation to be provided for. Sealing and marking guidelines. All envelope must be provided, sealed and signed. Arrangement of the bid for the original and technical component and original financial component shall be placed and labeled as original bid. For the copy number 1 technical component and copy number 1 financial component, it will be placed on an envelope and labeled with copy 1. For the copy number 2 technical component and financial component, will be placed on a copy number 2 main bid envelope to be placed for the 3 envelope po. Main bid box envelope, original and duplicates, original and bid components, duplicate bids component. Common reason for disqualification. Non-submission of any or required document in the technical and financial component of the bid, non-declaration of all ongoing contract, declaration of SLCC not contracted / completed, falsification of document in the bid submission, some pages are not signed, initialed, failure to indicate comply where it is required in the technical specification and bid bulletin, incorrect submission of omnibus sworn statement, prescribed form, expired platinum filter registration. That's all, Mr. Chair.
Okay, thank you. Right, to our prospective bidders, we would like to inform you that this proceeding right now is live in Facebook. So when you're preparing your bid documents, you can rewatch it sa Facebook page po namin. No? And at the same time, I know the reminders are a little bit lengthy, pero we will provide them again when we issue a supplemental bid bulletin. We will attach the reminders to help all of our prospective bidders. Okay, if there are no further questions, wala na po ba? Okay, that concludes our pre-bid conference for today's meeting. Thank you very much to all our prospective bidders. Okay, you're all excused. Thank you.